Good morning, students. Here are your morning announcements. Participating in a food fight or throwing imaginary hand grenades will result in your immediate suspension and could get you arrested. That is all. Have a great day.
Have a great day.
Go Wildcats. Schools be freaking out, man! We've endured multiple tragic events in the last couple years, and because of this, schools are cracking down on anything and everything that could, even in the slightest, be construed as threatening. In the end, I believe the intentions are firmly planted in a place of good and protection and stuff like that, but are schools going too far? We've got 2 examples to discuss. Lee, go!
First up, 7-year-old Alex Evans, a Loveland, Colorado 2nd grader, was suspended for playing a game based in the wonderful land of make-believe. I love it there.
It's so much fun.
You see, there was a box, and inside that box were evil forces. And to stop them, Alex lifted the lid and threw in an imaginary grenade, like you do.
Quote, so nothing could get out and destroy the world.
Because his imaginary heroic actions utilized a weapon, school officials suspended the little guy. You see, the school has an absolutes policy, which is designed to keep the school safe. So there will be absolutely no fighting or weapons, real or imaginary. And in what has to be the most adorable quote of the year, Alex said,
"I was just trying to save people, and I can't believe I got suspended."
Did you hear about Alex? He got suspended.
He got suspended.
Alex got suspended.
What does that even mean?
Why do we persecute our protectors? And then over in Georgia, at least 9 students up and got themselves arrested for starting a food fight. No indication of any injuries or anything like that. They were just straight up arrested for baloney bombs. More specifically, 4 students were released as minors and 5 were charged with disruption of a public school. All were originally charged with inciting a riot, but those charges were swiftly dropped.
and one of the 5 was also charged with failure to disperse. Did not know that was a thing.
You did not leave.
You did. Disperse! You're gonna get arrested! And another 18-year-old Whitney Camp tacked on obstruction and possession of marijuana. Ooh. Apparently the cops searched her car after the incident, which seems a little weird to me, but moving on.
It's a little suspect.
Yeah.
Now, before we all totally jump on the student bandwagon and tip it over, resulting in a tragic student bandwagon disaster, let us consider the side of the educators. Apparently this food fight was a planned affair, weeks in the making.
School officials ordered that the throwing of the num-nums not happen, but those rowdy scamps moved forward with the plan anyway. And now, on top of being arrested for a food fight, they face possible suspension. The school official said, if you went out anywhere else in public and did this, you'd face a similar consequence. We don't want our students to do this. Schools are supposed to be a fun learning environment.
Yes! Yes, they are. Emphasis on learning, which coincides with an emphasis on teaching. And they're not like everywhere else out in public, they're schools. And I think these educators should use these scenarios to teach these kids valuable lessons about life without such harsh consequences. In the case of Alex Evans, I think we have a terrified school district reacting to recent cultural events and taking things too far with unreasonable expectations. Alex Evans should be in school, not stuck at home for playing imagination on the playground.
He was destroying the evil forces.
He was saving us. Talk to the kid like an adult, don't treat him like one. In the case of the food fighters, because they were warned previously and they're borderline adults, you can get me on board with the suspension, but now these kids have records, and that sucks. Schools are for learning, yes, and part of learning is making dumb mistakes. Take these little malleable mistake makers and mold them into better human beings.
Try that.
It's your job.
So what do you think? Are these schools going too far, or are they justified in their actions? Also, what's the best ammo for a food fight? Let us know in the comment section down below.
Like, subscribe, click annotation for more. Go to SourceFed.com for all sorts of crap. I'm Joe Beretta.
I'm Lee Newton. It sounds almost like a Nickelodeon show that turns into an ABC Family show. It's like, food fight! It's gonna be this great show, and then it turns into like an arrest.
Suspended.